Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This week we're going to be talking about Panama, and specifically if you're eligible to open a bank account there, and if you are, how to do so. So let's start with a little bit of background. Panama is one of the most popular Latin American nations amongst expats from across the globe, and this presents an opportunity for an increasingly large community of people looking to relocate themselves on a personal level or their business. The COVID-19 pandemic has also brought about a desire for new surroundings for many people, and in turn this is driving up the traffic in terms of interest in countries like Panama. So a good place to start is with who can actually open a bank account there. So luckily for anyone looking to establish a corporation or move there with the long-term future in mind, the banks are not inaccessible, and this allows many people to actually open an account. So therefore, rather than there being an extensive list which outlines which citizens from which countries are able to, it's actually a lot simpler. All you have to do is pass a due diligence background check and then demonstrate that your intentions are good and that you're a reliable customer. And then it's pretty much in the hands of the bank from there regarding whether or not you're approved. So the first thing that we'll start with is the requirements for anybody who's looking to open a corporate account in Panama. And although it seems like there's a lot, they will also be on the screen so that you can follow them a bit easier. Otherwise, it's maybe a bit hard to digest. So the first thing is a personal interview, and then this is followed by 2 bank reference letters, 2 commercial reference letters, 2 personal reference letters, a copy of a recently dated utility bill, a copy of your passport and another identification form, a financial statement signed by your accountant, a bank reference letter, a commercial reference letter from the main company shareholder, a copy of your articles of incorporation, a financial statement signed by an accountant for the company, an explanatory letter which is sent to the bank in Panama that you're actually applying to open an account, a CV, a copy of each of the signatories for the account, and then also an initial deposit. So while this list is actually rather long, it's important to remember that it's a one-off process, and there's been a bit of negative publicity surrounding Panama and offshore corporations in the past. And so this extensive process kind of ensures a bit more integrity to the operation and perhaps serves as peace of mind that you're going to have your registration and details handled professionally and efficiently. However, if what you're looking for is a personal account, the list is a lot shorter. There's actually only 4 things. These again will be on the screen. So there's a photocopy of your passport identification page, as well as the page that has your Panama entry on it. 1 to 2 bank reference letters, depending on what the bank in Panama requires from you, as it differs from bank to bank. A reference letter from a professional person, such as your lawyer. An additional identification form, so this could take the form of a driving license. And then finally, you have to make sure that these documents are no older than 3 months old and signed by the manager of your bank that you're with in your home country and on headed paper of this bank. So while it's still a fair amount of things that you'll have to find and produce, it's a relatively easy process and also serves as additional peace of mind, such as we mentioned with the corporate accounts. There's also another option which is interesting, which is registering and opening an account online. And while this isn't any quicker, it provides extra security and flexibility without the need for physical interaction, which perhaps people have been put off by, let's say, by the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a rather efficient extra process that you could take should this be to your fancy. So now we have covered this, it's probably a pretty good time to get into the benefits of actually holding one of these accounts. And for most people, when opening an account anywhere, one thing that we look for is a good interest rate, or at least a better interest rate than the competition, where our savings are going to see the best return. And in Panama, the interest rates are better than those found in Europe and North America. And with an economic system where the US dollar is already integrated, the two go hand in hand, as your usual currency, or at least one with not too dissimilar of a value if you come from Europe, can appreciate in value. The security of information in Panama is also extremely high nowadays, and with some banks only needing a small initial deposit, the benefits are evident across the board. So if you're interested in starting your application for a bank account in Panama, do not hesitate in contacting us today. You'll be able to find all of our contact links in the description below this video and on screen now. And be sure to leave a comment and a like to let us know what you'd like to see next week. But for now, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.